What's up, everybody? Happy Mindfulness Monday! We only got a couple days left of August, my friends, and we know what's happening in Minnesota. The great Minnesota get-together, which I know a lot of you love the state fair. Me personally, I used to be super into it, not so much anymore, but I can get on board with those of you who absolutely love it. So freaking rock it. Rock your state fair love. Show me what types of food you're eating, what's out there, what's new. I'm gonna pull this down quick. Pull down the shades before we get started on Mindfulness Monday, y'all. Mindfulness Monday. There we go. That's a little better. All right, let's get into it. Happy Mindfulness Monday, y'all. Michael's back. I'm back. We are here. You know, I always recommend you take days off. And it doesn't have to be sick days. It could be health days. Take a mental health day. Take a personal care day. Let's not call it sick days, right? Because when, generally if you work for a corporation, they call it a sick day. Like, you can only take time off when you're sick. But isn't overworking all the time going to lead you to exhaustion? Why wouldn't we want to create more like health and wellness days? And I know a lot of companies are actually taking this on, which I'm so grateful to see. But imagine if a company, or if you run your own business, imagine if you gave yourself days off when you weren't feeling like shit. It's way more enjoyable to have a day off when you're not feeling like shit versus when you are. So imagine, maybe you're the owner of a company, or maybe you want to talk to your boss and say, look, what do you think about implementing health and wellness days? Maybe you get a couple a quarter where you can take off, get paid, and you don't have to be sick, right? Changing the paradigm of healthcare. Oh my gosh. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is the consequences of living in a sick care model and expecting quick fixes. We're going back to the basics, my friends. You know I preach this, but I think it's time to do a little revisiting of things that are very important to hear about and share with your friends. We live in a world, and I need to change language on this. For majority of the time that I've been alive, I've lived in a world, and maybe for some of you it's different, but I've lived in a world where quick fixes are what we crave in society. I want to get strong right away. I want this pain, this ailment, the symptom to go away right away, even though I've been dealing with it for X amount of months, X amount of years, right? Now, I get it. When you're suffering, when you're dealing with stuff, or you really want to make change really quickly, you want instant gratification. And the truth is, that's not how life works. When I say life, I mean organic life, organic natural processes. Technology has conditioned us to instantly give us that. You want a sweatshirt? Boom, order it now, you'll get it in a day. Instant gratification. There is minimal amount of time that you have to wait to get what you want. Awesome. Like technology, sweet. You want to order something. I mean, I love this personally, right? I get this part of myself. You want something for your business. You want something like a quick gift that you forgot about. Boom, it can be right there in an instant, or you can drive there and get it. Technology has served us in many ways. And remember, the universe is always balanced. There's always pros and cons, benefits and consequences of everything. So although we can get what we want faster, the consequence of that is our brain is constantly looking for dopamine hits. And that when we go on a journey where there's deep wisdom and learning and expansion and healing that takes time, we get unsettled. We have high expectations. Medicine has done this too. And this is nothing against medicine, but if people come into me, for example, which is this is not a chiropractic principle. A chiropractic principle is everything worthwhile takes time, including healing, because chiropractic is working with the innate healing strategies of the body. I'm not here to give you a pill, potion, lotion to make your stuff go away. I'm here to actually help you discover why your body's doing what it's doing so it can heal itself and facilitate your own healing capacity from within. That takes time, especially if you've been dealing with something for many months to many years. If I have people call and they're like, oh, I have like this radiating sensation down my arm. I'm like, okay, how long has that been going on? They're like, I don't know, a couple years. Okay, so based on that, this is what I recommend and what I've seen and how I've helped people with that before. And it takes some time, right? It's not going to take you a couple years to heal. And it's going to take you some time to get out of those stuck patterns and habits and the ways your nervous system is firing to get to a healthier point. And people say, well, why can't you fix it in one visit? It's not how health works. Now, if it was like an acute injury to an ankle or something, yeah, sure. Like if it's a brand new moment, a brand new incident, you might have some faster healing if you take care of it right away. But oftentimes, what we are conditioned to do is we notice something in our body. Maybe it's an injury, an accident, an emotional trauma. We notice an awareness of our body and we ignore it. We say, whatever, like I'll just deal with it. I'll just pop some ibuprofen or I'll just rub some stuff on it and I'll just keep going, right? Maybe we get into a car accident. It gets worse. Whatever, it's been bothering me for a few years. Like I'll just brush it off. And then all of a sudden, the whisper turns into a scream. And this is where we get frustrated because people want the quick fix. They want to make it go away. And I say, look, you have two options with me. One, you can take a pill and that pain will go away. What I've found is that what most people want is they want to get to the cause. And the cause of what you're experiencing now may have occurred years ago. And you've been holding on to this pattern and this way of firing in your nervous system for so long that eventually, because your body's intelligent, that whisper turns into a scream. Now, the body can heal when given what it needs. Sleep, rest, recovery, nervous system care, good nutrition, water, sunshine. The body can heal. It absolutely can. I see it every single day. I've done it with myself. Ask my brother, he's done it too. And if you live in a world where you're giving and putting lower vibrational stuff in your body and you're not taking care of yourself and you come in to, let's say, a chiropractor and you have an expectation that it's going to go on in a visit, you are sadly mistaken. You are living in a paradigm of pathology. You are living in a quick fix mentality. So I say, look, if you want that, here's a drug. Take it. Drugs work, people. Drugs do work for their intention. If the intention of a drug is to make your pain go away, and it does go away, the drug worked. Allergy pills. Well, my nose is running. You don't want your nose to run, then take a, antihistamine. Whatever it is, right? They work. But what I know to be true about humanity is eventually you take something enough that is technically a chemical, something else is going to pop up down the road. And now we're chasing that and we're playing this whack-a-mole game. And what we have failed to recognize, and this has been the chiropractic tenet all along, and I don't care if it's a pill, I don't care if it's a vaccine, I don't care if it's a drug, right? I mean, you can apply this to any area of your life, right? Like, how fast can we get it done? That is such like America, right? How fast, how quick, and how easy can it be? Well, something that's actually worthwhile and sustainable and creates true long-lasting results takes time. You look at these athletes, they train all their lives to get to that level. They don't just become a professional when they're out of the womb. Of course not. They put hours and time and energy into that. And we praise that. And yet, why aren't we doing that with our own health? In chiropractic, everything worthwhile takes time. And every day, myself, my other colleagues, again, it doesn't matter like what it is. It could be you want a quick fix in your health, you want a quick fix in your relationship, you want a quick fix, quick dopamine hit on your business. All of that goes against the principles of life. And the principles of chiropractic are principles of life, things that are alive, right? This succulent here did not grow that way overnight. Your cells are turning over all the time. You'll have a new shoulder. in a couple months. You'll have a new gut in a couple months. You'll have a new stomach in a couple weeks. Your skin is sloughing off every day. You're a brand new person in a couple years. So this is why then the recommendations that I give to people are over the course of time, because not only has something been going on for long, we have to retrain your nervous system and teach it. You don't just go from zero to getting a PhD, right? It takes time in our educational system. In chiropractic, this is where my recommendations come from. I'm not here to say I'm here to cure you in one visit and boost my ego. That's not how it works. I know how the body works. I've seen it over the years, the average amount of time with certain cases. Now, if you're putting other crappy stuff into your life, then we're counteracting that. So then we got to take that in. If you're not willing to change what you're putting in your body, if you're not willing to change who you're hanging out with, if you're not willing to get rid of the stress in your life and learn how to become adaptable, well, then my recommendations are going to look different, right? Because the food you take in, for example, and Michael talks a lot about this, the food you take in your body, that's the fuel of your cells, right? That's the fuel of your body. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the fuel of your body. Just checking here. So my point with all this is all things worthwhile take time. All things worthwhile take time. Apply that to any area of your life. And the goal is adaptability. And when you do something enough that raises your vibration and gets you into alignment, the body will heal. You just got to give it time because your cells are turning over. The communication that controls those new cells is getting better, more efficient. So if you're coming in to see me or you're reaching out to any other chiropractor or healing provider and they're promising you that you've been dealing with something chronically for months or years, and they're promising you that they can make it go away in one visit, I would second guess that. Because either one, they're drugging you up super heavily, or they're a wizard, one of the two. And the truth is, what I found, what I was saying earlier, to bring it full circle, what I found is that people, what they truly want is to get to the cause. People know that the masking of symptoms isn't actually getting them healthier. Sure, you feel better, but just because you feel better doesn't mean you're functioning better. Sometimes we gotta feel worse before we get better. But we've created a world where we don't even have health days to process that, right? So this is the type of work we are up to. This is the type of work we like to teach. And if you want a quick fix, and if you want something that you've been dealing with for years, if you want me to try to fix it in a visit, I'm not your chiropractor. I'll send you across the street. They'll give you some pills, potions, and lotions, maybe. Probably not, though. And you can feel better and you can go on your day and not deal with your life, right? Not be responsible for the signals of your body. That's fine. I'm just not about that. I've never been about that. And if you're not about that, great, then we can be friends. But if you are, and you're living in the quick fix paradigm, just know there's consequences of that. And you may not see the consequences right away, but I guarantee you'll see them down the road. So this is your invitation. Red pill or blue life. I don't even like using the word pill. The choice is up to you. And if you choose to go on a journey, you're in good company here. Okay? You're in good company. And I just want to say, for those of you who have committed to the journey of self-healing and self-mastery, man, it is a journey. It is a commitment. Sometimes it just freaking sucks. And it is so damn worth it. You know why? Because you're free. The more self-reliant, self-adaptable, self-healing, self-committing, self-resourceful, my quote today is, the more you can self-govern, the more self-freedom you'll experience. Isn't that interesting? The more discipline you have with yourself, you actually have more freedom. The more you can recommit to that, which is opposite of what the culture is telling you. It's so freaking worth it. And you will have more energy than you know what to do with. All right? So, I digress. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And know that every choice you make, there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's physics. All right, friends. Peace, love. Keep inspiring. Cheers.